I am done.
Honey,
Done with it. I'm done.
I want to go back home. I want to go back to my children. This is ridiculous. Like, you can't turn her to a housewife. That's what's going on.
Hello everybody, welcome to TLC's 90-Day Fiancé show. Please click on the subscribe button and give this episode a thumbs up. While she is suspected of cheating on Gino Palazzolo with baby daddy Matt Brownie's, Jasmine Pineda, star of 90 Day, The Last Resort, is disclosing who he allegedly cheated on her with during the show's filming. For a variety of reasons, Jasmine and Gino are no longer together. Due of her fears, Jasmine argued with Gino and accused him of adultery. Gino no longer felt attracted to Jasmine because of the regular fights. She asserted that Gino chose to have an open marriage in order to have sex with her friend Matt and that he had not slept with her for 9 months following their wedding. After Jasmine and Gino promised to stick together at the recommitment ceremony, Jasmine became pregnant with Matt's child. Jasmine says it's the other way around, despite castmates like Rob Warren calling her a cheater. Screenshots of Jasmine's Instagram stories, in which she attempted to expose Gino for infidelity, were published by 90-Day Fiancé _Alexa. Jasmine stated in her note, "This is the last time I will ever address Gino." She asserted that Jasmine was unaware that Gino was already seeing a woman from Las Vegas named Natalie. She claims that after they returned to Michigan from filming The Last Resort, Gino ended their relationship with Natalie. Jasmine claims that after Natalie, Gino dated 2 Brazilian women before ending their relationships. Kelly Wagner, who was dubbed Gino's newest girlfriend, followed them. What Jasmine means when she says Gino cheated on her? Jasmine, is she projecting? Months before the show was filmed, in November 2024, there were rumors that Jasmine and Matt had an affair behind Gino's back. Jasmine was apparently even living with Matt after Gino allegedly ejected her when he discovered it. Despite this, he continued to appear to be with Gino at the resort in an attempt to keep the marriage intact. But instead of introducing Matt as her boyfriend, Jasmine described him as a friend. Jasmine allegedly proposed the open marriage proposal in order to continue openly cheating on Gino, according to Rob. Jasmine now alleges that Gino cheated on her prior to the show's recording and then changed his mind while it was being filmed. Is Jasmine attempting to defend her own infidelity? In The Last Resort, Jasmine never mentioned this woman, Natalie. Gino could have used the public marriage as an opportunity to flaunt his new purported girlfriend in the same way that Jasmine did with Matt, but he chose not to. How Jasmine learned about it is unknown. Additionally, she says that Gino cheated on her online, which is why Kelly left him. Our reaction to Jasmine's startling disclosure about Las Vegas's Natalie. Will Natalie support Gino's position and uphold their timeline? In addition to cheating on her during 90 Day, The Last Resort, Jasmine is alleging that Gino also strayed on his new lover. Jasmine could discuss these specifics on the tell-all to give an explanation for her decision to divorce her spouse and perhaps move to a different state with Matt. When Jasmine brought up Natalie and the 2 Brazilian women, she might have run the risk of breaching her contract. How this impacts Jasmine's relationship with Gino and her future in the brand is still up in the air. After breaking the devastating news of her family member suffering a stroke, Julia Trubkina, star of 90 Day, The Last Resort, is telling how they are coping. Originally from Russia, Julia first met Virginian Brandon Gibbs while working in South Korea. In Season 8 of 90 Day Fiancé, Julia and Brandon got married, but they had to deal with Brandon's helicopter parents. Brandon also demonstrated an outdated mindset by forbidding Julia from returning to her job as a go-go dancer or choosing to have children against her will. In spite of everything, after the recommitment ceremony, Julia and Brandon remained together and resolved to improve their marriage. Julia's new pet company helped her become financially independent as well, but now her pet, her baby, is the one suffering. Reposting a story Julia posted on Instagram, 90 Day Fiancé _Alexa informed her followers that there is no news. Julia claimed that she had to use a syringe to feed her boy because he had stopped walking. Simba's blood results were due in a few days, and Julia was awaiting them. For the past 24 hours, Julia had been trying her hardest to get Simba to drink and at least eat something. "I am worn out and heartbroken," Julia admitted. The implications for her dog's health of Julia saying she's exhausted, devastated. What became of Simba, Julia's dog? Julia shared with her followers a few days ago that she was praying for her dog, who had suffered a stroke. One day they were playing and running around the farm, but the following day she couldn't sleep at all since she was watching him and assisting him with his movements because Simba couldn't perform them by himself. After undergoing surgery, Julia's dog required a lot of medication. In order to ascertain whether Simba would require another major operation, she was instructed to wait for the test results. Simba weighs 85 pounds, therefore Julia had to make him walk, which was challenging for her. Fans of Julia had contacted her to ask if they could provide her with financial support. Julia had previously stated that she would pay all of her veterinarian fees out of her paycheck. But in order to help her, Julia asked people to buy the subscription boxes from her company. It was anticipated that the surgery would cost about $7,000, and Julia hoped she would be able to pay for it out of her earnings. But it doesn't appear that Simba's condition has gotten any better since then. Our analysis of Julia's predicament during her dog's health emergency. What's occupying Julia's thoughts at the moment? When Julia was anxious about her cat, she didn't disclose whether Brandon was helping her. He hasn't shared anything regarding Simba and doesn't show up in any of the 90-day, The Last Resort stars' uploaded videos. With her 2 German shepherds, Julia saw herself as a mother. They have supported her through her relationship troubles with Brandon and have been her constants since she arrived in America. As a pet parent, Julia's worst worry is Simba getting sick. Supporters hope Simba recovers quickly so Julia won't have to worry about him any longer. The most recent allegations suggest that Jasmine Pineda from 90-day, The Last Resort may have misrepresented the makeup of her family. She married Gino Palazzolo after arriving in the U.S. on a K-1 visa at the beginning of 2023. After the marriage, Jasmine accused Gino of failing to give her a fulfilling life in Michigan. She also highlighted how much she loves her kids, saying Gino failed to put their names on her K-1 visa application. Jasmine said that she was unable to bring her kids to the U.S. because of Gino. Jasmine has 2 kids, JC and Juance, and is a single mother. She has mentioned that one of them is a special child in her discussions about them on the show and social media. According to recent speculations, Jasmine might be lying about her past as a mother. In an Instagram story, at gino.lindsay.terra, an account made by Gino's female friends, accused Jasmine of being untrustworthy. According to the account owner, Jasmine is free to travel to Panama to see her kids, and the other child is her ex-stepchild, not hers. She did not look afraid during the taping, the post's conclusion implied, hinting that Jasmine's claim of being scared at tell-all was not accurate. The significance of questioning Jasmine's past. It might be necessary for Jasmine to present proof of her innocence. On social media, Jasmine's large following has been criticizing her a lot lately. She had not yet returned to her children in Panama, thus some have pointed out that she lied about taking care of them. On Instagram, some people have even attacked her parenting, saying she isn't a decent mother. Many of Jasmine's admirers don't trust her because of her contradictory remarks and contentious demeanor. It will also be more challenging for her to prove her innocence because of her scandalous reputation, which is likely to lead many followers to believe the most recent claims about her. It would be interesting to watch how Jasmine reacts to the most recent charges made against her son. Although she has made an effort to defend herself against detractors, it appears that fresh information is coming to light more frequently, which could harm her influencer career. According to the most recent allegation, Jasmine's son is not her biological child. Since Jasmine recently disclosed how she was able to obtain custody of her sons from her ex-husband, she should disprove this charge. Fans might start to accept the claims if Jasmine doesn't say anything for too long, which might harm her reputation. Our analysis of Gino's friend's startling allegation against Jasmine. It's hard to tell if Jasmine has misled her audience because she and Gino are always blaming one another. But when Jasmine and Gino's drama heats up, additional information will surface that might surprise viewers. It is safe to presume that both Gino and Jasmine have now offered their respective interpretations of the facts. They appear sincere about their situation, even though they might not have been entirely truthful. Fans have also repeatedly seen their development, conflicts, and reconciliations. The pair from 90 Day, The Last Resort would benefit from moving on with their life in order to have a happy future. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Get more updates daily.